So one of the other hunters is floating in the air. Is he floating on his own, or the girl in blue is doing it? Can you give me any more details? Hair loopies? Oh, did they start like at her temples and go like underneath her? Okay, I'm pretty sure that's Katara. She's typically not alone. Why is she holding him in the air? Because you tried hunting the horned six-legged marshmallow. Okay, that's a sky bison. His name is Appa. And if you went after glowy eyes, does he have like an arrow design tattoo on his forehead? Yeah, that's Aang. You guys are screwed.
Aang, you need to calm down. It was literally just a scratch. They didn't... I understand. No. Okay, it is a bit more than a scratch. But he's going to be fine. Appa is going to be... I'm not getting anywhere. Katara, put it down. We need its blood. Its blood has healing properties. You don't need a hole. Okay. That's a thing you did. He needs to ingest it, and it can or rub it. There was so much. I need to request not to have monitors when I'm talking. Oh.
I thought Aang and Katara were going to end a lot of you. And the fact that two of you survived hanging off of a tree branch while cloaked, I'm impressed. Well done. So look, next you want... What's that? You hear voices? Okay, can you see who's talking? Okay, what do they look like? One of them is a girl wearing green. Is she short with no shoes? Okay, that's Toph. So she can use earth. So Katara could use water, and Aang can use all four elements. Is the person with her a guy wearing blue with a top knot, a big mouth, and a boomerang? Yeah, that's Sokka. He can't use any elements, but he's pretty... Yeah, as long as he doesn't hear you, you should be fine. So, the boomerang what now? Chopped off the branch. Are you on the ground? You need to run right now. Are you... Okay, feet are stuck in the ground. Yeah.
Yeah, Sokka, of course we can make that happen for you. A meteor boomerang is an excellent idea. Especially because, this one will actually come back to you. I didn't mean anything, but we all missed the meteor sword, okay? It was the coolest weapon. Did you seriously have to throw your boomerang? Of course it's not going to come back if it breaks a branch. It's going to lay... What do you mean there's someone there, Toph? Okay, then trap them. Let me bring up the feed and, Hold on, guys. John, what do you mean, what am I doing? I'm helping, They squished like a bug between your feet. Oh my gosh! You and Katara both, there's so much! Hey, John. You might tell the other guy to get out of there, like, now. Never mind. So anyways, about that product.
Villain support this job. You guys survived? I would have thought for sure that... Well, Toph can be kind of cold-blooded. Yeah, I figured... Do I hear people laughing in the back? What are you guys doing? Drinking tea. What? How did you... Iroh. Okay. No, I don't need to talk to... Hey, Iroh. I'm good. Yep, I'm still doing the villain thing. Well, actually, we still have your account open. After boss things say, even though your brother said close Iroh's account, we just put it on hold. It's waiting for you if you want it back. Oh, come on, buddy. Are you sure? Those were fun times. The only reason Godzilla is not on the list of targets to avoid is that I figured, clearly incorrectly, that a 300-foot tall, nuclear fire-breathing dinosaur dragon thing would speak for itself as being a poor target for you. No, I don't think you stand a chance. Remember a couple weeks ago when we played D&D? I hosted that game for you guys. And you wanted to fight the strongest monster the game had to offer, so your party faced off against a Tarrasque, and he wrecked you guys? Yeah, you guys fighting Godzilla in real life is going to be the equivalent of your characters fighting a Tarrasque. You don't stand it. If he's asleep? I mean, even if he's asleep, I don't think you guys can do enough damage to him before he wakes up and destroys you to kill him. I mean, oh God, you guys are in his lair, aren't you?
Geralt, this isn't like anything you faced. I know you faced a lot of monsters in your day, especially given how old you are. But, like, if it's an elite that has no honor, you could be up against the wall. Yes, you have your shield. You have your magic. We don't know how that's going to interact with him. You could turn him into a bunny. You could turn him into a 10-foot lizard that breathes fire. Yeah, at least you'd have a chance against that. I get that. But, look, if you can manage to get some of their blood and make a potion, you stand a chance regardless. But if they survive that potion, they turn around and make an antidote. It's going to be a battle of attrition depending on who you're fighting. Honor, high chance. No honor, we don't know. Could be bunnies all around.
White hair and a big sword. Ooh, does he have like dog ears sticking out of his head? Holds the sword with two hands? Yells wind scar at the top of his lungs a lot? Okay, so it's not Inuyasha. Shorter white hair, carries a gun along with the sword? Okay, not Dante. Yellow eyes, wears a mix of like chainmail and leather armor. Okay, that's Geralt of Rivia. He's a modified human. He's called a Witcher. Honestly, I'd say it's a coin toss between the two of you as to who's stronger and faster. He fights with swords. He has magic. He has potions. He's tricky. He can make traps really quick. I'd recommend fighting him at a distance with your shoulder cannon and your invisibility on. Because he's really dangerous up close. I just told you he's really dangerous up close. Villain support is John. White hair, let me guess. He's got a sword. Nunchucks. It's not an anthropomorphic turtle with a big shell, orange mask, and a white wig, is it? Okay, it's not Michelangelo. Any other details? There's a lot fewer guys with white hair and nunchucks than white hair and swords. Laughing at you and won't die. Is he wearing tight red leather? Okay, that's Bon. Yeah, he's functionally immortal. Smells bad? Yeah, all he does is fight and sweat, and I don't think he's ever cleaned his clothes. So, plug your noses and prepare to die. White hair and a sword. I literally just got off the phone with another yautja, fighting someone with the same description. Are you fighting this person alone? Okay, can I get some more info about him? A robe? Is it like a black robe with a white robe over the top, down to their feet, wearing split-toe Japanese sandals over socks? Okay, it's not Captain Ukitake. Wizard hat, holding a staff and the sword? It's not Gandalf. Is it a robe or is it not? A trench coat. How long is the sword? Does he have long white hair to the middle of his back and have one wing? You're fighting Sephiroth. What should you do? There's nothing you can do. God, we're playing the skull guy game again? Okay, is it a skull head or chest skull? Skull head. Is it an actual skull or a mask? Okay, is he wearing a hat or a hood? It matters. Okay, is it just bone white skull or is it like a certain color? I don't know how many people have skulls for a head. There's a lot of them. It's not my fault. Okay? The skull is red. What is it, like all red, or is it like on fire orange? Okay, is he riding a motorcycle that flies and have a lot of chains? Okay, that's Ghost Rider. He's crazy strong. Don't meet his eyes. Because if you do, you're going to feel really bad about everything you've ever done for the rest of your life. Which, I mean, is probably going to be pretty short, but you see a motorcycle in space? Is the person on it, do they have long black hair and pale skin, or do they have like a flaming skull for a head? Yes, there's more than one person that flies a motorcycle in space. I don't know why. Who is on the motorcycle? Okay. That's Ghost Rider. Okay? Don't get close. Just keep your distance. Like, maybe treat him like a bee. You don't bother him, he won't Heading toward you? Okay. Don't make eye contact. I'm serious. Just because if you do, you're going to regret everything you've ever done in your entire life for the rest of your life. Which probably won't be very long, but...
Hey, Cortana. No, their species is the yautja. I call them the Yautjas because why not? I don't really deserve to have their name spoken correctly at this point. They are the cockroaches of the universe. I thought the Borg were bad, but these guys are nuts. Look, they're kind of like if the Saheli in the Flood had an ugly baby and you wish that you could actually be honest about it and then decided you were going to be honest about it. So as far as things that you would need to realistically know about them, Master Chief is not going to have a problem. Treat them like grunts, give a few headshots, show some confetti. You're going to be all good. The reality of the situation is they do not pose a threat to you, and all they are is technology thieving grunts for you to go ahead and have some fun with. I would definitely go for the extra experience. Oh, one quick thing. They do have heat vision, though, so they will see through the normal camo, so go for the upgraded pack. Not a problem, Cortana. Have a good day.
You said he's talking to himself? What is he saying? I'm sorry to laugh, but he's not wrong. If I wasn't familiar with your species, I would think that you were a weird-looking St. Haley also. The guy you're fighting is called the Master Chief. He's a genetically engineered super soldier. He's not talking to himself. He's talking to an artificial intelligence that rides in his armor, called Cortana. He's used to fighting guys that are bigger than you, stronger than you, and have similar looking mouths to you. They can also turn invisible. And he's stronger and faster than you too. No, I don't think you're gonna win, but I'm sure it's gonna be a great fight until he kills you. So you're telling me that one guy just took out 9 blooded and elite warriors in hand-to-hand combat while firing lightning bolts and fireballs at you, creating water and earthen walls out of nowhere, and then making what you can only describe as a miniature black hole that sucked up one of your elites into nothing? Who the hell are you fighting? Oh, hey, does this guy have like white hair and like a blue fabric mask covering the bottom half of his face and a blue headband with a silver part in the front? Yeah, you guys found Kakashi. Now he's normally pretty calm. Any idea what you might have done that would have set him off like that? You hit his book with a shoulder cannon? You idiots. How did you survive? In a bush? Okay. Do you hear jingling bells? Are they getting closer? Oh, hey, does this guy have like white hair and like a blue fabric mask covering the bottom half of his face and a blue headband with a silver part in the front? Yeah, you guys found Kakashi. Now he's normally pretty calm. Any idea what you might have done that would have set him off like that? You hit his book with a shoulder cannon? You idiots.
Kakashi, that was a limited edition book. Do you realize how hard and difficult it is going to be to find you a new one? Yeah, I can totally do it. Look, what attacked you? Green, scaly, carnivorous. Shot a rocket at you, huh? That's called the yautja. You're going to use them as training.
So you're telling me that one guy just took out 9 blooded and elite warriors in hand-to-hand combat while firing lightning bolts and fireballs at you, creating water and earthen walls out of nowhere, and then making what you can only describe as a miniature black hole that sucked up one of your elites into nothing?
You know what? They could probably use some training. Yeah, totally. Put on the bells and don't tell them what you're going to do. Just go ahead and see if they get the hint. Well, I'm sure they're not squishy enough that they can take a few hits. You know what? Actually, don't do Kakashi. Hey, John? I think I fucked up.
How did you survive? In a bush? Okay. Do you hear jingling bells? Are they getting closer?
So Kakashi taught you the way of the ninja, and now you're doing what exactly? So let me get this straight. You are deciding to defect to a different village to attack the person who taught you how to fight. The yautja don't think things through very much, do they? You think because you really think that he taught you everything? What do I mean? Have you ever seen any of his other students at all? No. Oh, sweet summer child. I don't feel sorry for you.
You're fighting Kakarot. Why are you calling him Kakarot? Okay, yeah, okay, you heard about him from Vegeta, I understand. Vegeta's the only one that calls him that. Everyone else calls him Goku. And I'd be shocked if he's fighting you back. Of course he's not. So just like with Superman and the Hulk, he's so much stronger than you, he's not going to fight you. The only thing Goku fights for is to protect his planet from a planetary threat, which you're not, or to learn something or face a challenging opponent, both of which you're not. I don't think the going after friends and family angle is going to work with him either. Everyone Goku cares about is stronger than you also. He has 2 sons named Gohan and Goten, both of whom would destroy you. And then his wife's name is Chi-Chi. You don't want to mess with her. His daughter-in-law is Videl. She'll kill you. Even his granddaughter Pan, who's like 6, would wipe the floor with you. You guys have a picture of Superman on the list along with the description. He's 6'3", black hair, with a curled hair on his forehead, a blue suit, and a red cape. Yeah, well, you call me saying you're fighting a 50-foot-tall robot that when it got upset with you, its head dropped into its shoulders. It has 2 cannons for arms, a big cannon in its chest, and 3 scorpion tail things coming out of its back, firing beams everywhere. You have a description. None of that describes Superman. What the... Why would you think you're fighting Superman? Because the robot said it was Superman when it was flying around. Okay. You're fighting a thing called the Iron Giant. It responds aggressively to weapons. I'm sure it saw your shoulder cannons and freaked out. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, but the point of the kryptonite wasn't to make it easy. It was to make it possible. And since you decided to ignore my recommendations again, he's not going to fight you to protect himself. No, your forearm blades and spears are going to break on contact with his skin, and you can fire your shoulder cannons at him all you want. It'll explode on him, but it's not going to hurt him. Your best bet right now, if you want him to fight you, is to attack members of the general public, and then he'll fight you to protect them. Yeah. Okay, but if you're going to do that, listen to me. There is a lady named Lois, And he's going to fight you way harder if you go after her. Then that means don't go... Whew. There is something nauseating about the sound of every bone in a body breaking all at once that I'm just never going to get over. You told me yourself he saw you a few minutes ago before you cloaked, right? So he knows you're there. I'm sure that Deadpool just hit you with like a lucky swing or something, right? Be glad that he wasn't using his sword. This guy's using batons? Well, you told me martial artist in a red suit. I assumed that... Does this guy have like is his helmet? Is the bottom of his face exposed, and he has like red eyes and little horns on the helmet? Okay, it's my mistake. That's not Deadpool. That's Daredevil. Yeah, he's blind. That's why the cloaking isn't having an effect. He can create like a 3D model of his surrounding with his hearing. He's got like super hearing. Yeah, and he's like an incredible martial artist. You guys are physically stronger than he is, but I doubt you're going to hit him and he's going to wear you down. So I don't think I can do much for you. Sorry. You've got him in the airlock now, right? Okay. Now, how many of you were on the ship to begin with? 18. How many are left? 6. Okay, and you fought him for less than 5 minutes? All right, look, just open the airlock up. You guys are going faster than light. He's going to get sucked out. He'll be long gone. You'll never see him again. No, you won't be able to go back for the skull because he's not. This probably isn't going to kill him. Deadpool's kind of resistant to death. But on the bright side, you aren't going to see him again unless he's one of the teleporting versions. You'll know he's one of the teleporting versions if he reappears on your ship. Did he just reappear on your ship? I guess you're going to have to keep fighting him.
Look! I just need my teleporter replaced. It broke 2.5 months ago. I sent it out for warranty. Now I'm trapped in space trying to get back to these vagina-looking motherfuckers so that I can X-nay their eye flay.
Wait, have you bothered to check your ass once in a while? You would have known that it's in your back fucking pocket.
Oh, man, you had that in there so it tickled. Yeah.
Watch out, I'll put a lightsaber up there too.
And I'm gonna shove this lightsaber dildo so far up that fucker's ass. It's a lot smaller than I imagined.
Well, I thought size didn't matter, considering it's about the same size that you are.
Villain support, this is John. Who's your target this time? How did you guys hear about Sam and Dean Winchester? Uh-huh. Okay, at the villain conference. Of course. No, they're not going to be an easier target. No, we're talking about two beings that have fought deities and transcended death. That's not an easier target. I mean, I guess looking at the bride's head, at least you guys called me first before just going after him this time. You didn't just go after him, right?
Member Solutions. Hey, Sam. You know this is like making a deal with the devil when you... What is that clicking noise? Sam, look for 3 red dots and duck. Just do it, duck! Sam? Oh, thank God. Look, right now, just run like Jackie Chan having a bad day. Both of you. I don't really care. It's the Predator. Like from the movies. No, movies plural. Oh my God, you're out of date. Okay. They go invisible like a hellhound, and they can hunt like them too. Their hardest to kill is the nothing, but treat them like a vamp. Do enough damage, and they'll stay down. Hot lead, sharp pointy objects, a rocket launcher if you've got one. Dean, don't cut off its arm. Dean! Worse. Run! Don't drop the arm. Yes, hi, Dean. How are you doing? This is not something you should be happy about. Okay, look, I'm going to find out why they are there. Try to stay alive. Look, Luke, you're one of the few people who could probably walk into an Ewok village and walk out without actually getting eaten. Yeah, what do you think happened to all those stormtroopers? Okay, the group in question, they're called the Yautja. There was a bunch of young warriors, and they had one blooded with them for training purposes. They went there to get fur coats, and then they never contacted us back. So I just need you to confirm. Yeah, it had a bunch of metal dreads and a shoulder cannon that's currently being scrapped. Okay. I will let John know. I really think you should probably leave. I get that they're probably full, but I would just leave. Yeah.
We lost contact with you guys on Endor 12 days ago. What happened? Captured. Okay. Did you get any Ewok fur on the way? You're the only one. What happened to the rest of the hunting party? Eaten? Alive? Oh, Ewoks don't even have sharp teeth. That must have... Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, look, I don't need any more details. I'm sorry, but we can put you in touch with our therapy department when you get back, and you can talk all this through with them and try to get over... Do I hear them in the back? Okay, you need to keep running. I'm gonna arrange for extraction. Okay, just stay alive as long as you can. Okay, I'm working on it right now. Fighting a green turtle guy? Is it an anthropomorphic turtle, or is it just a turtle-shaped guy or guy-shaped turtle? What color mask is over his eyes? Is it blue, purple, orange, or red? No mask. Are you fighting old school Raphael into a dog? Is he wearing a yellow suit and fedora? Because is it just his head that's dog-shaped or his whole body? Is he wearing a purple and black spandex onesie? Okay, you're fighting Beast Boy? He can change shape into any animal he wants, and he's green all the time. But he's flesh, so he should be susceptible to your wrist blades and your shoulder cannon. Just be careful. He likes to jump up above his enemies and turn into like a whale or an elephant and crush them. Look, I think the turtles are a good match for you. In fact, this is a great opportunity for you to get some unblooded warriors, some fighting experience. So there are 4 of them to worry about, okay? You've got Michelangelo. He's got the orange mask. He fights with nunchucks, which are like small sticks attached by a chain. And then you've got Donatello. He wears the purple mask. He's got a bow staff. That's like a spear without a point at the end of it. Yeah, and then you've got Leonardo. He wears the blue mask. He fights with swords. And then you have Raphael. He has the red mask, and he fights with sais. No, Raphael, he's not emo. Well, no, he's kind of emo, but no, not sais like SIGHS, not like sais, SAIS. They're 3-pronged bladed weapons. That you'll see them when you fight them, okay? No, he doesn't wear black eyeliner under his mask.
Hey, Ben. I guess I won't eat. What seems to be the issue? Look, man, it's my day off. Just have Azimuth fix your Omnitrix. Fine. Okay. What alien are you facing? By chance, would their blood be phosphor green and have dreadlocks? Lovely. Tell you what. Turn into Wild Mutt, give him a good bark, then go ahead and turn into Forearm, smack him, because I just want you to, and then just to tie it off and screw at their head, turn into Ghost Freak for me and go right through them. And when you get done with that, do whatever else you want, because they're going to come in droves to try to take you out. Do not bother with Alien X, to be honest. They're not worth your time on that one. Okay. Have a good day.
Look, you got to give me some context here. You can't just call me and say I'm fighting someone who changed. What does that mean? They changed their clothes in front of you? Fighting someone who changed into something calling itself Venom. You're fighting Eddie Brock. All right, so Yeah, of course you can hear Venom's voice. He can talk. You hear Venom's voice inside your head. Look, if you can figure out how to get the symbiote off of you... Hey, Venom, how you doing? I'm fine. Look, I don't think the yautja's a good choice. You should go back to Eddie. Do me a favor and go back... Ooh, he ate the phone. Okay. Levi, it's John. You may be getting a call from Eddie Brock here in a few minutes. The Venom symbiote decided to take a yautja for a joyride.
You are worthy and deserving of love, Eddie. And Venom does. I mean, that bond is sacred between you two. It's sacred between all hosts and symbiotes, in fact. I did not mean that he's making... No, they are making a new... No, that's not what I mean, Eddie. Okay, listen to me. Kind of like a poly relationship, you're the nesting partner. Okay, Venom will be back. Let's figure out something. Let's have a sit down with the other symbiotes, maybe a couple other hosts. How does that sound? We should not include Spider-Man. I understand that you're going hero, but they would try to eat him, and not in the good way. Eddie, the fact that you think that the other way is good is concerning for me. I think we need to explore that, but I'm not really the... Eddie? Hello? Oh, shit.
Yeah, Mr. Bertowski, I can help you out with your yautja problem. Yautja. The species name of the predator that you're... Chuck, we're not going to get into... Yautja. Yeah. You have ADHD, don't you? Like, you just... Woo! On to the next... Okay, we're going to rewind just a tad bit. Let's rewind this, Chuck, okay? You have the skills necessary. I would not suggest going Arnold. No, not Carl either. No. That you're in a department store right now. Yeah, filled with all kinds of things. You ever played Dead Rising? I know you play video games. Dead Rising. Yeah. Just not to the other people. Where is your mind at? Like, I feel the pain of so many people that deal with you.
I promise you, okay? Chuck Norris is not hiding underneath your bed. Well, what did I hear then? Okay, look, I know that you are traumatized from being the only survivor of the battle against him a couple weeks ago. Okay, but you need to settle down, buddy. Okay? I mean, I'm sure that, you heard a noise, you looked under your bed, right? He's not there. You're sure? And maybe, your brain made out a shape that looked kind of like Chuck's face, and then your reticular activating system kicked into gear.
A rectangular what?
And
I just can't get the image of that fist out of my head.
I know that a lot of the trauma comes from the fact that, that third fist popped out of his chin and none of you expected that, and it reminded you of the alien queen, and now you've watched your friends get taken out both ways, right? But you're safe, I promise you. He's not there.
I mean, can you track him?
I can track him. Yeah, give me 1 second here. Chuck Norris location. System shows he's at his house in Texas. That's weird. Levi, you better pick up.
This is Levi.
Levi, it's John. Chuck Norris's tracking signal just went offline.
His signal goes in and out constantly, John. I'm sure it's fine.
Unfortunately, Levi, it's not fine, okay? Remember when the yautja fought Chuck Norris a couple weeks ago and the one dude survived?
Yeah, I remember.
Okay, well, that guy's having a predator-sized panic attack right now, okay? He heard a noise, looked under the bed, thought he saw Chuck, and he's freaking out.
Just tell him Chuck's not there. What are the chances that he's actually there or even heading there?
Levi, I've worked with you for a number of years, and you know that I trust you implicitly, okay? But I have to give this guy an actual location. Can you please work your magic?
Fine. I'll track him with the product delivery teleport system. Huh. Well, I'll be damned. John, his trajectory has him heading straight for the yautja homeworld.
And you're sure that trajectory is straight for the yautja homeworld?
No question. ETA is about 5 minutes. Or less.
Crap, I gotta warn this guy. Okay, thank you. Are you still there?
Yeah?
Okay, Chuck must have sensed we were talking about him. He's heading straight for you. Do you
What?
still
Oh,
have the
no.
project? Hey, listen. Do you still have the projector I gave you with episodes of Walker, Texas Ranger on it?
Yeah?
Get it. Set it up. Get it playing. Grab your family. Get the cowboy hat. Sit down. Look
How
happy.
long till he gets here?
You don't have time to ask questions. Do it. Villain support. This is John. Who's your target? The skull guy? Is his head a skull? Or is his chest a skull? Or is it a skull design? Okay, does he have a lot of guns? Alright, that's Frank Castle, Punisher. Another one of the people on the list of people to avoid. Has he noticed you yet? Okay, so you've got... Has he noticed you, yes or no? If he's firing on you, then he's noticed you, okay? Use your shoulder cannon. Fire a couple blasts at him. Get him off balance. Get in close. You're stronger than he is and faster than he is. No, he doesn't have superpowers. He's a normal human, but he's the least normal human you're going to run into, okay? He's super resistant to pain, so like if you hit him really hard, don't let up. He's not going to stop, so you can't stop. And watch out for hidden weapons, okay?
So you lost 4 Youngbloods, 2 Elites, and a number of Blooded that you refuse to tell me because I'm not John. It's fine. It's fine. John told you you should be able to take Frank Castle. I don't see a location in the report. If you want your insurance... Here's the thing. I'm going to give you a call back. Hey, Frank. Where'd they attack you? I denied. Really? At the range? How many weapons did you have?
Villain support, who's your target? The Magic Kingdom isn't magic. Wait. You guys have spacecraft. Out of all the places in the universe you could have chosen to go, you decide on Orlando in mid-June? Are you nuts? It's called the Magic Kingdom. It's a marketing ploy to get human children to drag their human parents there to spend a lot of money. It's not really aimed at adults or non-human species. Though, you guys were a Fox property, which means now you're a Disney property. And I think that makes the alien queen a Disney princess. If you don't think it's fair, then make a Predator queen. Then you guys can have a Disney princess too. No, that would be a bad idea. I would not recommend trying to talk to Mickey about it. You guys were supposed to call me 3.5 hours ago. What is going on? Dancing lessons? You guys had me clear my entire calendar for the day so that I could support you while you hunted Winnie the Pooh and Piglet. And you decided to go dancing and not even tell me? Oh, you didn't decide to? She made you? Who is she? Did you just hang... Hello? Who is this? Gomez? Addams? Why are they at your house? Okay, Wednesday brought them home. She wants to keep them? If they'll stay, she can have them.
I'm actually surprised your species hasn't gone extinct. If it wasn't for the fact that you have multi-system civilization, you would have. In the great words of every old man, get off my lawn and stop attacking the Earth. You lost against Kevin McCallister, and your next bet was to go after a kid that had a red wagon full of books, advanced ones at that. Red flag right there. But you decided to kidnap the one person that mattered to them the most, Miss Honey,
And you didn't think Matilda was gonna go Jean Grey on you and wreck your shit? Look, we developed an opponent for you. They're a little on the small side right now, but we're working to make them grow.
Who is your target? Kevin. You can't just expect me to know who you're talking about if you just say Kevin. Do you know how many Kevins there are on Earth? Do you have an address? Okay. 671 Lincoln Avenue in Winnetka. Kevin McCallister, Kevin? How many other yautja do you have with you? That's not going to be enough. How many of you are blooded? That's not going to be enough. No, this is not a rookie hunt. Saying that Kevin McCallister is just a juvenile is saying like a black hole is just a star. You're not going to survive this.
Look, I know you lot like a challenge, but the Yautjas should really just take their loss with Kevin. You guys haven't even managed to see him, let alone... John's busy. And I'm not John. I'm not going to sugarcoat this for you. I'm not going to keep telling you that you've got what it takes, because you don't. He gave you a list. John told you not to go after Kevin McCallister. And you still are. Just because he's not home doesn't mean he's not resourceful. He's proven that as long as he has a base of operations, anything at his disposal. And your bright idea was to attack him at a hardware store. Ace is the helpful place for your hardware horrors when he walks in there.
Why are you guys eating the... I told you to avoid the space dolphins. Spear them? I said steer clear of them. Because of Lobo. Yeah, the same Lobo who's on the list of people I've told you not to fight. Okay, fine. To your credit, you didn't seek him out to fight him, but now he's going to come find you, and he's going to be out for blood. Because you guys are eating the one thing in the universe that, for whatever reason, he wants to keep alive. Who's approaching you? A buff clown on a motorcycle. Yeah, it's going to be a Lobo. No, you won't be able to defend yourselves, okay? He's as strong as Superman, and his hobby is murder.
So we did, in fact, per your request, get that bitch a cannon. Your words exactly. It will take about 2 to 4 weeks to actually arrive. No, I can't make it go any faster. But I did hear that the 70-inch, nearly indestructible plasma TV did arrive and is currently sitting on your wall. How do you like it? A scratch? What do you mean there's a scratch? Like, one of the only things in existence that can scratch that is a high-powered laser similar to what the yautja... They're hunters that are probably in your room right now. Lunch? Yeah, I would call them dog food. I would say treat them like ham. Go after it, because it takes a whole year to make that TV. Yeah, we'll get started on a new one. Have an Acme Day.
Have an Acme Day is a product of the Acme Corporation. Having an Acme Day will retroactively go to your account. Have an Acme Day.
They're dog food. No.
Villain support, this is John. Who's your target? Robocop? What the hell is a Robocop? On my list. There's nothing called Robocop on... Spell it for me. R-O-B-O-C... That's Robocop. Yeah, he's a police officer. Got injured in the line of duty, nearly died, and they gave him a bunch of cybernetic implants to replace his damaged, ruined body parts. Yeah, I think it'd be a decent fight. I think he would put up a better fight than the soldiers in the jungle. Yeah, he's in Detroit. You are going to have to time travel a little bit, though, because he's in the future. Yeah. Yeah. I can give you the coordinates.
Jack. Oh. No. I don't want to know. You know, you didn't have to call me while you were on the ship. Let alone, how did you even... I watched them. No, I did not enjoy the show, Jack. I did not enjoy them tearing your body apart to get a hold of. I'm glad you got out of there, Jack. I am really, really happy that you managed to get out of there. Did you have to spank them? Like, I don't think I've ever seen... I can't with this right now. I'm getting another call. I'm going to take the other call. Glad you're safe, Jack. I'm glad you're safe. I don't care how many blooded or elites or really anyone of any rank would have assisted you in this matter. You still would have found yourself trapped, surrounded by stone statues in a particular time area in Manhattan with a giant green statue staring at you. You guys are a buffet. From my understanding, you guys can live up to 1,000 years each. Do you realize how delicious you look to those stone statue Time Lords? They're gonna gobble you the fuck up. And you're gonna let them. Oh, yeah, I know you were told not to blink. And you can hold it for hours. But here's the thing. It's easier to remove you from that universe after this situation has been resolved than it is right now. Now, mind you, there is a chance they won't let you go and just keep transporting you back a few minutes to keep effectively eating you. But that's a chance you'll have to take. So, take it now. Blink a bunch of times. Hey! Yeah, we're still connected. Oh, well, time is a wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey ball of... Oh, no. They eat your timeline. You're about 1,000 years in the past now. So you don't exist in the timeline of which that event had taken place anymore, and you can no longer exist within that time point. But the good thing for you is we can just remove you from the universe, put you in your own universe, and you're good to go. How are you as a species still alive? Yeah, you can go back to hunting.
No, I haven't gotten the picture yet. Because it's not a text message, okay? The data takes a couple seconds. I just got it. Hold on. Okay, that's not the Master Chief. I know the armor looks similar. That guy's called the Doomslayer, and he's infinitely worse. What is he? He casually rips demons to pieces. He cracks their skulls in half. He carries around an arsenal of weapons with him that you can't see where they are. He just pulls them out of nowhere. And he's killed things that are 50 stories tall without so much as a second thought. I mean, some of his guns can clear out a literal square mile of demons at a time. The way that your voice gets more and more excited, the more dangerous an enemy is, makes me wonder how the hell your species has survived to this point. I mean...
Set a trap, put some worthy bait in there, and you'll get a worthy opponent. So who's the bait? You know, anytime there's the word dog in it, you should probably just stay away. But when you say woman dog, I don't feel like battling colors with you today and trying to figure things out. What is the name of the dog? Isabella. There's no way. There's no way you're that fucking stupid. I'm gonna ask you a very important question. When this dog speaks, quote unquote, do you hear like little... Oh, you've done fucked up. Oh, your entire race is doomed. You sweet summer child, I'm gonna send you a case of tea because, oh boy, you're gonna need it. I'm also gonna send you some burn cream, but I think you'll be done and toasted by the time it actually gets to you. Oh, you seriously don't know? Oh, fuck. Here, let me send this to you. Because you just kidnapped Doom's wife. You done fucked up.
Okay, bear with me. I'm a little bit lost here. Normally, Saitama wouldn't even notice you guys. Okay? How did you get him to fight you? You attacked him inside the grocery store on sale day. He must have lost his crap. How many of you are left? Okay, you're the last one? Is he walking towards you? What should you do? Close your eyes, hold your breath, and think happy thoughts. Villain support, who's your target? Your arms came off? What, are you an action figure? How did they come off? By whom? Chewbacca. Yeah, well, he's on the list for a reason. Wookiees are known to pull their opponents apart by the limbs. How long ago did this happen? You should be fine. Pack as long as the limbs are still warm. Pack them in ice. Get to the nearest hospital. They should be able to reattach them. You'll need some physical therapy, but you'll be fine. And just please leave the Wookiees alone. Celine? Yeah. I mean, I think she'd be a good challenge for you. She doesn't look it, but she's really strong and she's really fast. She's got hundreds of years of fighting experience, so she'd definitely give you a run for your money. Anything else you need to know? I mean, so she is a vampire, and vampires that earth creatures, mythological, supernatural earth creatures, like have like a poison or a toxin or like a some sort of virus in their saliva. If they bite you, you turn into one of them. You basically take on some of their characteristics. So it's going to be pretty important that you make sure that you don't get bitten. Because if you do, then you might get stronger and faster. You should let her bite you. Okay, so the T-800, the Terminator, that is a cybernetic organism, all right? It is living tissue over the top of a robotic metal endoskeleton. So it's super resistant to damage. It's way stronger than you. Keep your distance. Don't get close. If it gets its hands on you, it's going to crush you, okay? So as soon as you see it, you just use your shoulder cannon. The plasma blast should start melting the endoskeleton, and then you win, right? So then... Okay, that's not the guy from the jungle. It's not. Don't believe me. Like, the guy from the jungle, he's 75 years old. He lives in a big house on the beach somewhere and stars in movies once in a while. The Terminator's just based on him physically. Okay? You just finish this the honorable way. What's the honorable way? Unarmed combat? I just told you not to get close!
Well, there are a variety of pranks that you could probably play on the yautja, Loki. Yeah, well, Kevin McCallister was able to do essentially everything that he's ever done all at once to them. So if he can get them to fall for it, get help. I'm sure you can get Thor to help out with that. I'm sure he would love to roast something. Cut it in half, cut the head off, do a number of things. And then you could turn around and go ahead and polymorph into one. Just don't, you don't need to get jiggy with it, okay? Look, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Tell you what, why don't you go and have a acne day?
Product of the Acne Corporation. Having an acne day will no.
Did you change our
is blah,
acting
blah,
game?
blah.
Did you
Have a Loki
change
day
our
is
acting
blah,
game?
blah, blah.
How dare
Now,
you do
you
not
owe
get to
me
charge me
2
for a Loki
billion
day.
silver
I am
penny.
charging you
Or
double for an
whatever
acting.
currency suits your
No,
fancy.
we're not done. Don't you dare
And
hit
have a
me.
Loki day is mine. Yada yada.
A buff guy. That describes basically every single person you fought. Anything unique about him? What kind of scars on his chest? Are they like slashes? They look like someone just pushed a finger in there. How many? Are there 7 of them? Okay, that guy's Kenshiro. He's called the Fist of the North Star. He's mastered a ridiculous martial art. Don't let him touch you, because if he touches you, your head's gonna... Hello? Who am I talking to? Okay, you just picked up the phone? Listen, the guy you're fighting is named Kenshiro. He's called the Fist of the North Star. He's a master of this crazy martial art. If he touches you, your head's gonna... Okay, so you're fighting Deadpool. Are you sure it's not Deadpool? Because you told me, you said skin-tight red clothing and heals from any injury, and that's Deadpool. Where are you guys again? Britannia doesn't help me. There's a ton of different Britannias across different realities. Who were you there looking for? Eskimo. Oh, God. You guys found Bon. You would have been better off finding Escanor. Your death would have been quick. Bon's gonna... Oh, it's gonna hurt. I'm gonna let you go. Uh-huh. No, sorry. Yeah, it's the only spell he knows how to do. It's lame, but it's effective. Yes, that is why your spear flew out of your hand, your wrist blades fell off, and your shoulder cannon stopped working. But you still got your mask, right? You can heat vision, you can go invisible. Go invisible! Get in close and brawl with him. He doesn't threaten you physically. Yeah, I forgot. He has an invisibility cloak. No, your heat vision won't see through it. Other people are showing up. Oh, okay. Is it like a girl with frizzy brown hair and a red-headed, goofy-looking boy? And a hairless dog? Is it like a little goblin thing? Okay, that's probably Dobby. You don't stand a chance against Dobby. Look, you need to get out of there before one of their teachers shows up. Come on, pick up. Yeah, hey, this is John at Acme. I got a message saying you need me to call you back. Okay, telling me that you're fighting a man with long hair and guns doesn't help me out. That describes a lot of... What do you mean we should have warned you about the dog? What does a dog have to do with a man with long hair and... Did you guys go after John Wick? You idiots went after John Wick. So, I gave you a list of S-class targets I didn't think you'd be able to handle, with Kevin McCallister and John Wick at the top of it. And instead of ignoring those targets, you guys are going after only those targets or something? Is that what this is? Like a personal challenge thing or something? Not that it really matters. You're not going to survive. But if you can get a message to the rest of the yautja warning them, you should. Look, I can't control that Lion-O called you a name, right? You guys are in a fight. People call each other names in a fight. But, I mean... What did he call you that's got you so upset? He called you a prostitute? What exactly did Lion-O say? Just stop right there. Stop. I already know what you're saying. When Lion-O says Thundercats, 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 ho, he's not calling his friends and pointing you out as a ho. That's what he says to make his sword bigger. His literal sword, the sword that he's holding. Not his figurative sword, sicko. This isn't some sort of like sexual euphemism thing. Okay? The guy in the tank, it's not a bondage outfit, okay? He has spikes on his shoulders. He was designed in the 80s.